Welcome to Stahls 718.
Welcome to the channel, and this is the introduction of the Stahls t-shirts and design YouTube channel. Guys, this is the first video I'm officially loading. I did release some promo videos in the past, but this is the actual first video that I'm going to load for this channel. If you didn't know, I started my own t-shirt business about 8 months ago, and things have been looking really good. Now, I purchased something called a Hotronix Fusion IQ heat press. Now, this heat press is very good. Definitely one of the best heat presses you can buy when it comes to pressing shirts. But I ran into a problem. The board stopped working. The wires got burnt out. So my temperature started decreasing from 320 all the way down to the room temperature. So I had an issue with it. It wouldn't heat up. It was stuck on room temperature. I called the company. The company sent me a new board, new wires, and gave me instructions on how to open up the system and definitely go in there and switch everything out. But the difficult part was one of the wires actually went all the way down inside of the platinum, and I'm going to show you a video to see how difficult it is to replace that wire and what I did to go around it. Stay tuned.
Okay guys, welcome to the channel. Now, I'm going to jump right into it. You guys can take a look at my Fusion IQ. Now, I took it apart. Wasn't that complicated. A couple of screws on the bottom, lift up the head. There's a way to take out the motherboard. So I had a problem. One of my wires burnt out. It's this wire right here, if you can see it. So what the company did was they sent me a new board. I replaced it. Had to take all these wires out, put all these wires in the same way as it was. The only one I'm not going to replace is this one. Now this, if you trace it back, it goes into the base. When it goes into the base, it actually goes all the way into the middle of the platinum, right underneath. So that working space is maybe like an inch and a half, 2 inches. It's really difficult to work in there. So you would have to actually remove this whole entire platinum. Right behind this handle. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. It's a little area where you can put an Allen key in to loosen up the connection between the pull handle and the board. Then you would have to unplug all the wires, lift the whole entire platinum up, have the wires come through the tubing, replace it, put everything back in, and put the top right back on. I don't want to do that. It's too difficult. I don't want to mess something up. So what we're going to do is, right, I'm going to head over to the hardware store. I'm going to try to splice this and use a connector. Basically, I'm going to cut this off, put this into a connector. The company sent me a brand new wire kit. I'm going to use that wire kit, cut the other piece off I need, put in the other side of the connector, and then plug this right into the board. And we're going to see if that works. If it does work, we bypass removing this whole entire platinum, and we fix the Fusion IQ heat press without going through too much of a hassle. You know, it is a hassle taking this piece off, but to replace the wire, this will be a simple way to do it. Let's see how it works. Stay tuned. I'm going to do it and get right back to you guys. Alright, so I picked up a wire cutter and it's a splicer at the same time. I cut the tip and placed it into one end, and the other wire is heading back into the board, placed it to the other. And I did the opposite ends one on each end. This is the wire connector that I purchased. I couldn't find the Lego ones. On Amazon, I know you can buy a bag of something called Wago, W-A-G-O. You get a bunch of those, but I got this at Lowe's, and cut off the tip of the burnt out head, and cut off the tip of the new wire, and basically spliced it. So I'm just gonna cut this off, put everything back together, and let's see if it works. Okay, so I put everything back together. The knob is back on. By the way, to remove that knob, there's a little hole right there. You got to put a tiny Allen key, turn it to the left, just a little bit, and then you can pull this knob right out. Put the screws back in. So here's the ultimate test. We're just going to turn the machine on, see what happens. So I remember everything that I did, I was told to do by the company. So let's see what happens. So far, it's turning on. That's a good sign. Let's see where the heating preferences are set to 330. And let's see if it starts to get hot. Okay, I went from 84 to 85. I am touching the patent, and the patent feels like it's getting a little bit warmer. All right, guys, I'm gonna fast forward this and let you know if that worked. Okay, we at 91 degrees, 19 minutes remaining, 92. Guys, this worked. I'm telling you it worked, because before I even did anything, it wasn't even getting close to getting hot. This thing was just cold. It would just stay stuck on 20 minutes or stuck on the room temperature, or whatever the weather is, or the environment that it's in. It is actually getting hot. So I want it to reach 330, and we're gonna see if it sustains that heat. All right, guys, as you can see, we had 319. It's 1 minute left until 330, meaning that this heat press is officially fixed and ready for production. So guys, this was real cool for me, because, you know, it really helped me not go through that long process of basically taking this machine completely apart. Just spliced the wires and kept it moving. 53 seconds. So we definitely working. We back in business. Let me know if you have any questions. You know, this process was a learning process, but I know there's a lot of people out there who may have some questions and may have gone through some of the things I went through. And you know, Stahls is easy. Hotronix is easy to contact, but the technical portion can be a little bit difficult. The guys will actually help you take this machine apart, put it back together. They're so busy, you know, sometimes it's hard to get through. So if you do have any questions, you can just leave it down in the comments below. I help you the best way I can. Remember, I'm not an expert. I'm not an electrician. I'm not, you know, I know how to build computers and stuff like that, but this is this is a different beast right here. So, you know, with that said, take care, enjoy your day, like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy it.